Hello Beginner Dragon, this is Mr. Van, and today is going to be the end of the 7th week, which is also going to lead into stripe test next week, so make sure that you guys have your uniforms for next week. As well as today, we are just going to be doing our physical and mental goal, and then our warm-up and our out-of-line troll. So first, our physical and mental goal, pretty simple, you guys should know by now. Our physical is power and our mental is self-discipline. So for this past week, I have been talking about anchoring, which is our foundation where we get our power from. But just because we're in a good stance doesn't mean that we are going to have a lot of power. One way to explain this is our horse stance punch in the student creed. So if you're in a good horse stance, just because you're in a good horse stance doesn't mean that that punch is going to be very powerful. If you're in a good horse stance and you lean into that target, that's backup mass. But if you're pushing off the ground as well, when you do that, you get that extra power from your foundation. So even if you're in a good stance, that doesn't mean that you are going to have the best punch or the best kick or whatever. You also have to use the ground to get more power. So that's a bit of a combination of both for anchoring. So you need to have a good foundation as well as you need to have a good solid surface to push off of to get that extra power. So yeah, so that's how you get anchoring for jump kicks or kicks in general. You have to push off the ground to get that extra power. And that's also how you get more power for ground techniques as well. So twist and punch, you gotta push off the ground using your anchor, which is your stance, your foundation. Alright, so I just talked about our physical goal. Now we are going to move on to our mental goal of self-discipline. Self-discipline, you guys should know by now, I've been talking about it this whole month, is basically doing something that's right because you know it's right and not because someone told you to. So something would be like doing your homework because you know you need to know that for school, or doing your form and practicing because you know it, you need to do it for stripe test, not because you want to or you need to or your mom told you to, but because you know you have to. Okay. So that's it for our physical and mental goal. Now I'm going to move on into our warm-up. So this warm-up, again, it might be a little hard for some people. So you might want to shorten the times in between everything, or you might want to take a break halfway through, or you might want to sit down, or you might want to get a drink of water. That's perfectly okay. Just pause the video and then resume it whenever you're ready to continue. So this warm-up will have 3 exercises, all of them for your core and your obliques. So obliques are so that you can kick higher without leaning backwards. So that's going to help you get a lot more power from backup mass and anchoring. And your core is also going to help out with your kicks getting higher, as well as you getting more strength and being able to hold it without leaning over. So that's really good. So that's why I'm going to be using this, because this will help you get that anchor and actually help you use your back mass for that extra power like I was talking about last week. So first, our first one is going to be an oblique muscle. So we're basically going to sit down, lay down in a sit-up position, and then you guys are going to be twisting all the way with your chin tucked like this, and you're going to be trying to touch as far as you can on your feet. And if you can touch your toes or something because you're really flexible or you have really good obliques, you want to go as far as you can. So let's say I can touch my toes, I want to go even farther than my toes. So I'm twisting really far to get that ab and oblique muscle exercise. Okay, so for our second one, we are going to be laying down, and then we are tucking our chin, same thing as last time. You can do whatever with your hands, you can cross them, you can put them on the ground. I put them on the ground personally, and then you guys are going to push your legs up and then back down. So this is what it looks like. Up, down, up, down. So this could get a little hard for some people. So if you need to, you can put your feet back on the ground and then bring it back up so that you get that rest in between every repetition. But if you want to challenge yourself, you can go out, up, out, up, out, up without ever touching the ground. That's good too. So after that, we are basically just doing crunches again. So hands crossed, sit up, down, up, down. You guys know how to do crunches by now. So that is going to be our 3 exercises for our warm-up today. We are just going to be doing it for 1 minute each. And again, if you want a break in between, you can pause, maybe take 15-30 seconds, and then resume the video and then continue from there. So let me get to a round number first, and then we will start our first exercise for 1 minute. And 3, 2, 1, and go. So we are just going to be doing this for 1 minute, and then we are going to move on to up, down. Making sure that we're twisting all the way to get your obliques incorporated into the exercise. It's okay if you get sore or it's hard or something. You can pause the video at any time and then resume it later so that you guys can get a water break or sit down for a little bit or something. So make sure you're breathing. It's important when you do core exercises to breathe, because at some points it might get hard and you might feel like it's hard to breathe, which is very important, so that you guys have to breathe to actually do this and get better. So 5 more seconds. Okay, now we are going to go do the out, up, out, ups. Make sure you're breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Go as high as you can and as far as you can. Making sure you're breathing. 30 seconds. Almost there. Ten more seconds. And stop. Now, basic crunches. So, for this one, you can go as slow, as fast, as far, as whatever you want. So, if you want to go really slow so that you have time to breathe, that's fine. If you guys want to go fast so that you guys get more repetitions in, that's fine. Do it at your own pace. So, 1 minute, starting now. 1. Again, if you need time to breathe, that's perfectly fine. Just take a break, pause the video, and continue from there. Make sure that you guys aren't using your hands, pushing all the way up and then all the way down. Making sure your hands are actually tucked instead of swinging like that. Making sure that you go all the way up, all the way down, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. 15 seconds. You're almost there. And then you will pause the video, take a stretch. Or if you would just want to go into your I don't want any trouble, that's fine too. Okay. So now if you guys want to stretch, that's okay. Pause the video, stretch from there. You can do things like touch your toes, go over, 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 whatever you guys want. But you guys can do this after the video, you can do it now, whatever you want. And if you guys didn't pause the video already, I'm going to assume that you guys are going to be doing your I don't want any trouble now. It's going to be very simple. I'm going to give you 2 repetitions of the actual I don't want any trouble, so you guys can watch it, you guys can practice this on your own. And then I'm going to give you maybe 1, maybe 2 drills so that you guys have time to actually practice and get used to actually doing it. So first, our I don't want any trouble. So put our hands up, I don't want any trouble. We are going to get in our right guard stance. That means our right foot is in the front, back foot is in the back. Left foot's in the back. Toe heel line, making sure our toe and our heel are in line with each other. Now, we are going to use our back foot, our left foot, sliding up, and then we are going to do the side kick, making sure we are doing it at an appropriate height. So if you guys are kicking straight up, don't do that, because you might be fighting someone really tall, or you're just showing off. So if you guys want to kick really high, maybe do that at a different time, but this is practicing for if someone's trying to hurt you. So please try and maybe do a side kick at your hip height, or maybe your shoulder height at tops. So slide up, side kick, guard stance, back fist, palm strike. Back fist with your right hand, palm strike with your left hand, rotating into a forward bend. So that was the first repetition. That was basically summing up what we are doing. And now this one is going to be a bit faster, but I'm still going to explain what you are doing. So you get in your right guard stance, you take your back foot, you slide up, making sure your toes are pointing towards the back. You do a side kick at an appropriate height. You do a back fist with your right hand, palm strike with your left hand. So that is going to be the I don't want any trouble. Now, if you guys want, you can pause the video, do your own sort of drill to actually get better and get ready for strike test next week. Or you can do a drill that I would recommend, which is basically you slide up, side kick across a room. So if you guys have a couch or a bed across the room, you can do slide up, side kick, slide up, side kick, slide up, side kick, until you get to that bed or that couch or whatever. And then you guys are going to get a pillow. You guys are going to throw it with the back fist. So you hold it, you grab it, you hug it in tight, and then you throw it with the back fist. But that's actually simulating the motion of a back fist. And then you palm strike the mattress or the couch cushion, or so that is going to be a drill that I would do. You can do it with both legs if you want to get actual repetition for the side up side kick, or if you just want to practice it for your I don't want any trouble, you can just do your right foot and keep on doing slide up side kicks until you actually get the back fist palm strike. That's all up to you, and that's going to be it for the video today. Yeah.